Recorded Books and RB Digital present Hieroglyphics by Jill Mccorkle, narrated by Exie Sands. From Languages by Carl Sandburg. Languages die like rivers. Words wrapped around your tongue today and broken to shape of thought between your teeth and lips speaking now and today shall be faded hieroglyphics 10,000 years from now. Shelley. Lately, Shelley hears things in the middle of the night, hinges creaking and papers rustling, but it could be anything. The dog, her son, a mouse, the wind. And she forces her mind to stop right there so she doesn't imagine possibilities that would terrify her, like a killer or a ghost. It doesn't help that old man rides by so often now, his green Toyota slowing in front of the house and then circling the block. I grew up here, he said that first time, now over a year ago, when he parked and came up to the door. His dress shirt was damp with perspiration, and he wiped his face with a handkerchief he then tucked in his shirt pocket. I would love to see inside, if convenient. My wife, too. He pointed to the car, where an old woman lifted her hand in a wave and smiled with what seemed the same weary patience Shelley feels when dealing with her son. I moved here when I was 10, he continued. And though with tired, kind eyes he seemed harmless enough, Shelley kept the chain in place while he told her a few more things. There used to be a big sycamore tree, and the cemetery nearby was contained in the old gated part, thick with pines and magnolias, and not like now, sprawled all the way to Highway 211, where they are building a Taco Bell. He said his mother and his stepfather died in the house, which was certainly not something she wanted to hear, and she certainly didn't want Harvey to hear. But of course he did. People died? Harvey asked and stepped closer to the door. He was playing superhero and had a beach towel around his shoulders and a Batman mask his older brother Jason had worn one Halloween when he was much younger. Long ago, the man said and waved his hand, clearly trying to put Harvey at ease. They were old. Were they mean? Not at all. The man looked like he was about to say something else, but Harvey ran back into the living room, where he was watching Nickelodeon while jumping on the sofa, something Shelley had given up trying to control. She told the man she had lived there only a little over a year herself, and then thought if she didn't say anything else, he would figure out it was not a good day and leave, which he did, but not without asking if he could come back again at a better time. He told her it would really mean a lot to him, and when Shelley looked out toward the car, the woman nodded and waved, this time as if to encourage her to let him in. He pulled out a photo of himself as a young man with his mother standing right there in front of the house. He seemed like someone she would like. But what if she didn't? What if she didn't, and then he wouldn't go away? Perhaps when my husband is home, Shelley said. That would be best. She'd whispered so Harvey wouldn't start asking about his dad again. Now there's a creak down the hall, a thump, and she hopes Harvey is fast asleep and doesn't hear this, the wind, the mouse, the dog. Please let him sleep through the night, she thought. She is exhausted these days, and so is it any wonder that she screwed up at work the way that she did? Is it any wonder at all? Sometimes when she can't sleep, she thinks of old numbers, all the addresses where she has lived, numbers on mailboxes and spray-painted on curbs, some she wishes she could forget, numbers of telephones perched on tables or tethered to walls she will never see again. Emergency numbers. Numbers important for a child to memorize. Or she distracts herself by thinking of old jingles and ads like, I don't want to grow up, I'm a Toys R Us kid, or I am stuck on Band-Aid, or where's the beef? Body on tap. Gentlemen prefer Hanes. It's one of those things that once she starts, she can't stop. More and more stuff crowding in and getting stuck. And usually she can get lost in there. Jordash, Jermac. You
Sample complete. Ready to continue?